Direct from Foxborough, Massachusetts, the gem of Norfolk County, and taped at the studios of Foxborough Cable Access. It's Foxborough Central. And here's your host, Bob Hickey.
And welcome to another fantastic episode of Foxborough Central. I am Bob Hickey, your host, and I thank you for taking the time to join with me and my guests, and I say it in plural, as we talk about the people, events, and organizations that make Foxborough truly the gem of Norfolk County. And for those of you who have been fans of Foxborough Central over the years, you know that one of my favorite, in fact, the favorite event every year, hands down, bar none, without exception, without fail, here in Foxborough is Founders Day. And so I am honored once again to be joined by some of the leaders of Foxborough Founders Day this year, as in past. Kristen Gustafson, you are our secretary, correct?
Yes.
Fantastic. Steve Uden, you are our publicity chairman.
And volunteer to whatever I'm asked to do if I can do it.
Fantastic. And Monica Joshi, how are you doing?
Fizzler.
I'm sorry. We've known each other for so long. My apologies. I even wrote it down here on my notes wrong. I'll have to change that. And I'm Bob Hickey, of course, and I'm also on the committee. And how did I get on the committee, you ask? Are you asking me that?
Yes.
Well, I'm
How
going to tell
did
you. Because you asked me to. And I'm asking you folks to get involved also. We actually had you know that because you both appeared on the program, and there was a plea to the citizens of Foxborough, and you had also publicized it in the newspaper and put it on your Facebook page and your website that we needed help. Foxborough Founders Day was at a point where the leadership was strong, but you need many hands to make for light work, and the work was getting pretty heavy. So I would say that, would you, in your estimation, say that the response was fairly strong?
We're very happy with the response, and we need to keep that sustained. But we're very grateful to the people that have come forward, and now we're all a team. We're just one big unit, all working.
Well, I've met many great, wonderful people, so many people from across many walks here in Foxborough. Some people you wouldn't have expected to wanted to be a part of, and then some people you meet who took either Founders Day for granted or maybe new to our community and didn't really realize all that it was. So it's really a vibrant new group of people, and there's a ton of folks, but there's always room for more. So this program today is going to meet a couple of needs. One, we're going to publicize Founders Day 2017. It's on Saturday, June 10th. The day's festivities begin at 9:30 in the morning with the doll carriage and wagon parade. New location. Kristen, this has been your baby for the last few years. So why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the new and exciting things that are going on with the doll carriage parade this year?
Sure. New and improved. We are. We polled the parents, and they said they came back with. I said, hey, what do you think about moving the doll carriage physically and time-wise? And they said, yes, move it to the morning, because our kids think, it's a long day. It's so much fun. The parade takes a lot out of kids, and it's a hot day usually. And they said, if you could have it first thing before the parade, that would be fabulous. And so we just talked about it in the group. Everyone was like, do whatever you want, whatever the parents want, whatever they want. And that's what we're doing.
Well, fantastic. So that brings us to the beginning of the day. It's going to be 9:30 in the morning this year, 9:30 at the head of the Common. Now, for those of you who are fans, you'll know that as the parade comes up Central Street, it takes a right turn when it gets to the Common, and that's where I, as your host, announce the parade, and our big Foxborough Cable Access mobile unit is parked, so you can't miss us. That's exactly where the parade is going to happen, correct?
Yes, and we are going to have like a registration table at Memorial Hall.
Okay.
Just so people can kind of convene there, before we get on to we are going to parade towards your studio, and then we're going to have like a really cute parade where they get to be where the parade's going to be. It's
Lots of people.
Awesome.
It's going to be great excitement and enthusiasm.
Exactly, and it's just going to be we're shortened it just till 10 o'clock, just before 10 o'clock, so we don't bump into the parade. But it's going to be fabulous, and again, it's boys and girls 3 to 9.
Okay.
Bring your wagon, bring your toy tractor. It's history of Foxborough. Anything goes. Dress up in your costume, whatever brings you joy. If it's something related to history of Foxborough, which is the theme this year, that's fabulous. If you just want to decorate something like in your Halloween costume, just come and have a good time.
And so for those of you who want more information, you can log on to their website, www.foxboroughfoundersday.com. C-O-M at the end. Foxborough is spelled the correct way with the U-G-H. So foxborofoundersday.com. Chris, I'm very excited about that new change. I'm also very excited to announce here for everybody, exclusive, Kristen Gustafson is going to be my co-host on the parade stand this year. So 2017 is going to feature Bob Hickey and Kristen Gustafson bringing you live coverage, and we might actually have a surprise special guest too. Can we make that announcement, Mom?
You can.
Well,
Absolutely.
we're going to be joined by a third announcer, Emma Fizzler. Emma Fizzler is going to be joining us, and we're very excited, are we not?
She is the best. I love this girl so much. She is our mascot of the committee.
She loves it. Loves the day.
Love her. She loves Foxborough. She's awesome, and I couldn't think of a better person. Except for my niece and nephew. I'm sorry, I have to say.
Oh, we got to give shout out to them as well. So we've got exciting things happening for our live live parade coverage, because we stream it live here from Foxborough Cable Access for folks who are out of town and can't be here to be part of Founders Day, or for those who can't make it down. But for those of you who can make it down, and I sincerely hope you can, I know the weather's going to be perfect. The parade commences at 10 o'clock in the morning, begins down around 132 Central Street near the mobile station and the medical complex in front of the charter school, and then it progresses up Central Street, goes around the Common, goes down to Bird Street, and then comes back up, goes to Railroad Street and comes back up Bird, and then makes its way down to the field, because after the parade, and the theme this year, by the way, is the history of Foxborough, and what a wonderful theme. Monica, how did we come to that theme?
Well, every year we sit down as a group and try and come up with things that haven't been done before. So we realized that this year there were a lot of things that happened history-wise. You know, we had Police Chief Ed O'Leary retired after so many years.
Yes.
Jack Goffelette, who's been our town historian.
Well, Chief O'Leary retired after over 3 decades of service. Jack Goffelette, our town historian, and who appeared on a separate program talking about this very Founders Day. And he's actually been involved one way or another with the Historic Commission and with Founders Day and celebrations of almost 50 years, 49 years.
It's amazing. He is my go-to person.
What a connection we have.
So I can't wait to honor him.
And he's our Grand Marshal.
He is the Grand Marshal this year, so we're very excited. So just the idea of history of Foxborough, there's so much here. My daughter Emma did a whole school project on it last year, and just to read about the history of it. So we took a step back too, and it's not just the history of Foxborough, it could be, for the parade, the history of your organization. So if you've got that group together and you're not sure what to do, bring in the history of your organization.
Well, you know what? That's a great point, because every organization, every family, and every business started somewhere. And I can't disclose the name, but I know of a business that is going to be sending you a registration form that I didn't even think was in business, and they're going to be participating. And
very excited.
And well, that also brings up, it's not too late to register, but registration is necessary. Not only because it helps make for a better, more robust parade, but also because we need to publicize the organization. Chris and I don't just make it up. We do some research and we make sure that we're giving good information. So Monica is the parade chairman. So you organize the whole thing, including index cards and putting people where they go, making sure the fire trucks are all lined up.
It's a team of us. I sit at my kitchen table and lay it out the first go, and then I'll bring it in and have a couple of my line marshals there, and anybody who can help out. We get together and make sure that the parade is lined accordingly, that we've got the right people in the right spots. We don't ever want anybody to be injured or hurt because of vehicles or whatnot. So we take really great consideration when we put this parade together. So,
and it's all run by volunteers.
Every last one of us is a volunteer.
Can I still be the check-in guy?
At the back?
He's asking, please.
I like it there.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, Steve, and I'm speaking with Steve Uden now, who is in charge of publicity, but you do so much more. The question I'm going to pose to you is, with the influx of volunteers, are we all set? Do we have enough volunteers? Are there no more needs?
There's a need for more volunteers. In fact, at the bottom of our screen, what we're going to see, or we'll do a splash screen, at the Founders Day website, we have incorporated some ideas that came from new people that have joined us, which is part of the invigoration that we're really appreciating.
Very exciting, yes.
Is using the product called Sign Up Genius.
Oh,
Yes.
Sign Up
Which,
Genius.
when you land on our webpage, it's about 2 or 3 lines down, and you can go in and see what events we have in terms of like collecting money at Stop and Shop up in Foxboro, our boot drive that we always love to do here up on the Common on a Saturday morning. And your slots are right there. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy to
I love that.
sign
Sure
up.
is.
And that's part of our publicity complement that we have, because we've been able to get some good words out there, including the show, thanks to everybody here at Foxboro Cable.
Well, I'm going to jump right in, and I can't squeeze the lemons, but I will say it is truly a great day. And for those of you who are new to Foxboro, maybe have forgotten, don't take it for granted. Foxborough Founders Day is not a municipal function. The government does not run Foxborough Founders Day. It's a group of it's a nonprofit organization run by a group of volunteers who, through strong leadership, Cindy Drew has been the leader for these many years, and she and Steve do such a wonderful job. You and your husband, Kristen's been a member for so long, and there are many, many others who really go above and beyond, but can't do it all, and so need a lot of helping hands. You mentioned the Sign Up Genius. You see it on your screen here, and some of the things that you, citizens of Foxborough, can sign up for to get involved might be to help them raise money. On Saturday, May 20th, which is probably already passed, but it's a great example of how you could help, there's going to be a table at the Stop and Shop here in Foxborough, up on North Street, and they are going to have the table set up from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Stop on by. You'll see the rocket. You also saw it when you went to vote, and you see it around town. Those are the donation rockets, because one of the wonderful things about Founders Day is the fireworks, and so there's a direct connection between donations and being able to provide fireworks, the best anywhere around that I've ever seen here in Foxborough for the coming year. But also along with that, on May 27th, there is going to be the Boot Drive, one of only 3 organizations here in Foxborough that are permitted every year to solicit funds through the Boot Drive on the Foxborough Common. That'll be on Saturday of Memorial Day. And that's May 27th, starting at 7 a.m. in the morning. You'll see me out there. I've already signed up.
I saw you signed up.
You saw me. I'm already done that.
Good job.
So thank you. Until 1 o'clock. And they'll give you a sticker so you don't get hit every time you go around the common. They're good that way. They don't want it all, but they just want your support. So that's a great way to support them. And then, of course, there's so many things going on to set up the day of and the day after. So no matter what you think your skill set may or may not be, surely you can lend a hand and be part of the movement that is Foxborough Founders Day. Now, all of this happens, all the people work hard to create what? A parade. I love the parade. So this parade that's coming up, people can sign up for the parade. The forms are all available at your website at www.foxboroughfoundersday.com. And there's an email also. They can email foxboroughfoundersday@gmail.com, correct?
That's the general email.
Okay.
So they can absolutely select that email. It will come to me. But my email address is also on the website as the parade chairman.
So they go in
it'll
there
come
and they
directly.
can click on the link and they'll find you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's an easy way. And again, I was just telling Bob earlier that right now, as of today, I have 10 participants in the parade. We were at the same spot last year, and we ended up having a huge parade.
I was going to say over 50
so
participants.
I'm not worried.
So, yep.
They have until May 26th to turn in paperwork, and I'm available by phone or by email, so definitely reach out to me if you think you're going to be a part of it.
You know my organization probably won't get it until May 27th, right? Is that okay?
That's absolutely fine.
People shouldn't
That
say
is-
no? People shouldn't do it?
You know what? If it's
Just
past
get
the
it in.
deadline, just call and get it in. We work very hard. We never want to turn anybody away. Parades are what people
It's such a
what
wonderful
draws.
day. Absolutely.
So I will work with you to make sure that you are in the parade. So absolutely, anything you guys can do ahead of
Terrific.
time, great. But we're available.
All right. So be a participant in the parade. And the parade is geared towards nonprofit organizations, as is the day, and also businesses here in Foxborough that are sponsoring. So,
For the parade, yes,
Yep.
it includes the businesses.
and so
Absolutely.
there's a great way to bring the kids and get them enthused. Really, Foxborough's Founders Day Parade is a unique experience. The marching bands, the floats, the professional bands, the out-of-town groups that come in. It's really a professionally run parade, and it's a lot of fun.
I like the
thank you.
bagpipers.
You like
I'm
the
a big
bagpipers.
Bagpipe fan.
You are a big pack. We would
So
love
many
for
ways we
them
could go
to
with
be
this,
in
Steve.
there.
I don't know
know,
exactly
it's
what. Maybe now's a good
this
time to
big,
talk
we
about the
could go,
field
yeah.
activities. So after the parade makes its way through town, Kristen, I really don't know what to say.
You're filling time. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey-oh.
I'm just kidding. You're doing fabulous.
As we fill time,
I'm
let's
just
talk
kidding.
about the field activities. So nonprofit
Oh.
organizations, all the nonprofit organizations, in fact, including National Guard, including
Churches,
churches
Boy
and the
Scouts.
societies, everybody is down there, the classes, the high school classes.
Mm-hmm.
So much active participation down there. It's a lot of fun. So much to do, activities,
Oh my gosh.
food, games.
Strawberry shortcake. That's all you have to say is that.
That's right. Well, and we all know who serves that, so we'll see you down there for that. So the field activities, also you can participate, and if you have a nonprofit organization, this is your time to really get some publicity, make yourself seen, be part of our fabric, which makes Foxborough such a great place, and also raise your money for the year. A lot of the groups go down there, and this is how they make their money for the year.
This is a huge fundraising day for them, and this is why we as a committee and our bylaws state that it's for nonprofit. It's a great day to be out there as an organization to raise money, to raise funds. So that's what we look to do.
And that's a real comfortable thing about going down there, because we who go down and spend money know that our money is going into worthwhile causes. These are not out-of-town vendors and people who are making money. These are groups here in town that are raising funds for their own community give-back purposes. So
Absolutely.
it's really a super positive feeling the entire day. Spend a little, have some fun, see your neighbors, see your friends. It's very, I just love it. Don't you?
I do. Could I mention something about fundraising? Because there's
You
really,
may also
there's
mention
really
something
two
about
components that we all need to be grateful for Founders Day. There's the people that are raising money that we just talked about, the nonprofits, churches, Boy Scouts, all types of civic organizations that are NPOs. But we sent out a few months ago hundreds of letters to merchants and private individuals, some philanthropists, but particularly merchants
that night.
that actually get us over the fence, right? They help us with their donations to get us to Founders Day, which we're still looking for, but we're deeply grateful for that. And the fundraising isn't just for the fireworks. There's a lot of things that we won't bore the universe with on this show about logistics and certain fees you have to pay to get the right health inspections and those sorts of things.
But also outside groups that come in.
Right, and so
We have
there's
music
a lot of
on. We have
costs
music
that
on
go
the
into
field
this.
before the fireworks. There's a lot of things that go on that requires some funding.
So the fundraising isn't just for fireworks; it's for Founders Day, and we don't spend any money on ourselves. I mean, I have a Founders Day shirt I had to buy. The pizzas that the Founders Day team has, I think we put money in a bucket or something like that. There's no perks for Founders Day volunteers. It's the money goes into the boot and out to Founders Day.
My perk is that I get to work with you, Steve.
Yeah. Oh, can we take a moment and play some pretty
so
music in
warm
the
and
background?
fuzzy.
That was nice. Felt
So
good.
we've been warm and fuzzy enough. Now we're going to get back to the purpose of the program, which is talk about Foxborough Founders Day, which is on Saturday, June 10th, with the Doll and Wagon Parade starting at 9:30. The main parade, the feature parade, starting at 10 o'clock. Our Grand Marshal this year is our town historian, Jack Othelette. How exciting that is.
So very
Since the theme of this year is the history of Foxborough, and how wonderful it is to be able to tie that in, particularly since he was part of the early beginnings of Founders Day itself, as it morphed out of the Firefighters Day and into a celebration of the Memorial Hall and the Soldier and our town's bicentennial, and now it's become we're in the 27th year perhaps?
27th year.
And what a great
88.
testament to the 88?
Wasn't it 88? When you see the Jack Othelette show, you'll see that actually the earth cooled and Founders Day sort of morphed into what we all enjoy today. But there's a great story behind Jack's history.
So we're going to celebrate Founders Day this year with a parade, with the field activities. We know you'll be down there at the field. And then to wrap it up, before the fireworks happen, of course, there's usually a band, and there's some ways to come down, spend some time, bring a picnic, enjoy your family down at the Booth Field, where the baseball and the softball fields are. by the IGO school. The fireworks are lit off from behind the high school, which overlooks the field. And so my go-to spot every year is behind second base at the Babe Ruth Field. So take that for what you want, folks. But if you want me, that's where you'll find me. If you don't want me, stay away from second base. You don't care. But what a wonderful fireworks display. And I always, maybe in my mind rationalize it that we're the only fireworks display on June 10th, and so we get the best of the best. And the fireworks company that's been with us has been with us for how long?
Atlas. Amazing company.
They come out and they really give it their all.
Like Cindy, I think, isn't that the fireworks the favorite thing for Cindy?
It's a relationship
it is.
that
She
we
has
have.
this amazing relationship with Atlas,
Yeah.
and she says, "Hey, I want these type of fireworks this year. I like these colors," and they do it. They are so awesome.
Well, she does a great job picking, because I got to tell you, they are just such a phenomenal display. For those of you who may be wandering through town and want to stop in and give Cindy a suggestion as to what you might want to see in the fireworks this year, she's of course at Cindy's Diamond and Jewelry Gallery. Our neighbors here on Central Street. And also, if you want to call to get more information about Founders Day, how you can either volunteer, how you can get more information, or just generally how to get a t-shirt or anything else Founders Day related, give her a call at 508-543-4943. That's a shop number during normal business hours. Of course, you can always go to the website at www.foxboroughfoundersday.com, or you can become a friend on Facebook.
That's a great idea.
What a friendly Facebook page it is.
That's a great idea, yes.
And we're doing an interesting thing on Facebook. We're going to start pushing out little nuggets of history on Facebook that will bring back a lot of memories for a lot of people.
Really?
And if I may say one thing that's very, very interesting. Around town, I've noticed and talked to probably now about a half a dozen new families into town. Do we have time to talk about, in less than 1 minute, how Founders Day actually unfolds?
Yes.
You get up in the morning, you come and see the parade. It's awesome. Then you move down to the Booth Fields at the IGO school, where we enjoy all the different things that people can sell or inform from the nonprofits. Then, and this is the kicker, and that's terrific. If you like the smell of hamburgers and popcorn and people having a blast, that's what it is.
That's where you need
but
to
here's
be.
the kicker. Then, in the middle of the afternoon, we clear the whole field. All those tents come down, and it becomes God's green grass again. And that's when you bring your lounge chairs and your blankets towards the evening to enjoy whatever we have going on a stage there till the sun sets, and then the fireworks go off. So if you come to in the middle of the afternoon, it's a totally different field than it is in the evening. And it's just flat out wonderful. Parking,
But you know what, even the parking is,
We'll
it is
get it done.
Foxborough. It always
We always
works
get
out.
it done.
And also magical getting the glow sticks. The Foxborough JC's,
yeah,
nonprofit
so much
organization
fun.
here in town, sell the glow sticks, and a portion of
Right.
that goes towards the Founders Day Committee and the fireworks of the following year. So it all goes
Absolutely.
forward. It's all paid forward.
We pay it forward.
There you go. So for those of you who have never been to Foxborough Founders Day, you're in for a treat. For those of you who have been in the past and read in the newspaper that they're having trouble, be rest assured that the trouble has passed and that there's a very strong group, more robust than ever, and that Foxborough Founders Day is not only wicked cool, but it's right on the way to you on June 10th, all day. 9:30 a.m. in the morning, we start off with the dog carriage and wagon parade. If you have a child between the ages of 3 and 9,
Yes, and we have these awesome ribbons. Everybody gets a ribbon.
Oh, so I can't
Everybody
bring my
gets a
wagon?
ribbon. You can bring.
I'm out. I can't bring my wagon to this.
Well, you can definitely bring your wagon. You can do
Forget
it.
it. Forget
you
it.
Come
probably
on.
have friends.
No,
that
I'll
have
give you a
kids.
ribbon no matter what. Okay.
it. I'm not
You got to
doing
come
it.
dressed up though. You got to decorate your wagon.
And there will be judges, and
Oh,
it will
yes.
be in front of the huge crowd right at the top of the commons. So registration table is going to be at Memorial Hall.
Everyone knows where Memorial Hall is,
If
right?
you don't know where Memorial Hall is, find our truck and just look across the street.
And we're scheduled to have the floodlight, the spotlight again.
Oh, we are.
I
Get
heard
out.
we are. Yeah.
Oh, we've got lots of exciting surprises
Yeah,
for the
there'll be that
parade.
beautiful
surprised me.
historical
Lots of
Yep.
exciting surprises for the field.
I'm surprised. I didn't even know that. So here on Foxborough Central, you've heard two exclusives, my new co-hosts for the 2017 Founders Day, Kristen Gustafson, and of course our newest friend to the Foxborough Cable Access family, Emma Fizzler. And so we will be doing that, and we'll be streaming it live, but you can also see it on your Comcast and Verizon cable channels for the public access. We can't wait to see you there. See you at Founders Day. Be at the parade. Starts at 10 o'clock sharp. Lots of fire engines, lots of fun, lots of floats, lots of music, lots of community groups. Maybe a little candy, who knows? You never can tell. And then go on down to the field, spend a couple, 3-5 hours down there, enjoying the day, and then wrap it up with fireworks at night. I'm going to give each of you a chance for a last word. For those of you who are thinking that you may want to participate, come on out. Sign up, become one of the team. We meet at the Church of the Emmanuel on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m.
Sometimes at the police station. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
That's okay. It's very important information. If you don't see us at the Church of the Emmanuel, come up to the Public Safety Building. But I'm pretty sure we're at the Church of the Emmanuel for the rest of the time between now and June. Every Tuesday, come on down. Don't be afraid. We love new people. Your dollars can be donated on the Common at the Boot Drive on Saturday, May 27th. Begins at 7 in the morning, concludes at 1 p.m. There'll also be a table set up outside of Stop and Shop every once in a while. But if you can't find us, just stop by Cindy's Diamond and Jewelry Gallery on Central Street here, or call her at 543-4943. Email the Founders Day Committee at foxborofoundersday@gmail.com. Become their friend on Facebook. Look them up on the web. My golly, if you can't find us, I don't know what else to tell you other than just keep looking, you can find me. And I'll be happy to point you in the right direction. Kristen, I'm very excited about having you as a co-host this year. And I'm also if I'm your Brian Gumbel, does that make you my Katie Couric?
Ooh, I guess so.
All right, then. We'll have fun with it.
Nicely put.
We'll give it the best Macy's Day treatment that we can, right?
Let's do that, yeah.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. And along with that, is there any last words about the doll carriage and wagon parade?
Just please come. It's a wonderful tradition.
It is.
It's part of history of Foxborough.
It's part of history.
You
Absolutely.
know, we have it's a memory. Create a memory with your child. And plan your party, send your Evites out, enjoy Founders Day.
Excellent, excellent. Monica?
Have a great day. It's so fun. Even by 11 o'clock when I can't stand on my feet, I am down on the field because it's so much fun. You can't miss out.
It is absolutely the best day. You're absolutely correct. And Steve, Mr. Publicity, you get the last word.
I want to thank a lot of people, and we can't. But one of the things everybody needs to know, particularly for the doll carriage parade and the fireworks that we throw off, a lot of conversation goes on in the background and coordination with our public safety officials.
That's very true.
And none of this goes off without us being completely focused on safety. Even when we were talking about moving the doll carriage parade, there was discussion of that. So, you know, we want to thank the police, the fire department, town hall, where you can, we have a mailbox, you can also leave a donation if you'd like. It's not officially town business, but we have a courtesy mailbox there. And we need to thank people for the intense amount of background work they do to make this just go smoothly, basically from 10 to 10 o'clock at night.
Well, I'm going to steal that last word because I also want to point out that we are a nonprofit organization, but the town of Foxborough not only supports us, but tries to give us every opportunity to succeed, including with the police chief, the police officers, they're volunteering their time. All the people who are working on the fields are volunteering their time. So I know that some of you may be inconvenienced by traffic, be a little kind-hearted and realize that this is for the good of our community, and this is really our special day, our birthday, if you will, and we can't wait to see you out at Foxborough Founders Day 2017 on June 10th, 2017. Whether you come to the parade, whether you come to the field activities, or whether you come to the fireworks, whatever you do, we hope you have a wonderful day, and truly, this is what makes Foxborough the gem of Norfolk County. On behalf of all the volunteers here at Foxborough Cable Access and the volunteers of the Foxborough Founders Day Committee, thank you for spending the last half hour with us. If you want more information, you can log on to their website at www.foxborofoundersday.com, or if you'd like to see a replay of this show, check us out at www.fcatv.org. On behalf of Paul Beck behind the glass, Betty Travers, and Mike Stewart behind the cameras, Deb Storrs on special assignment, Jillian Larson who edits us, Lauren Batar who puts us on the air, and Michael Weber who makes sure that they do. I'm Bob Hickey, your host. Have a wonderful day. Take care, Foxborough.
Thank you.